I'm pushing a new pen, rewriting the story. Hello to my old ways, goodbye to the nosebleeds. You fighting to stay here, you part of the OD. Ain't finna pop for no reason. I don't throw shots, I run legions. I've been going over the top with no queen, been die with no regrets. This is my season, it's the bow trigger. Gift that keep giving, nothing to wrap up. I ripped a new ribbon, they wanted to catch up. Wanted my good riddance, you saw me a rock bottom. You wanted a new winner, I paved the way for 'em. Take the pain, double it, put it in way for 'em. Safe to say, trouble ain't what you was made for. Keeping a ring on, I told them all game on the minute I came on. So glad I waited to lose my mind. No question if it's wrong or right. Ain't no way to tell which way it's gonna go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So glad I waited to lose my mind. No question if it's wrong or right. And now it's too late. No way to take it slow. I wanna let my hair down while I'm staring down your face. Wanna go till lights out. Take it right back to my place. You watch your mind. If you don't know what this is, I tell them one by one, some one by one. Twist my wrist. Cause like this, start with a track. Eyes on me, arching my back, just like this. Here for the night, doing biting. Just keep watching. Cause like this, move from the back. Eyes on me, hey like that, just like this. Here for the night, doing biting. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. I wanna make my mind up, cause I know where this might go. Wanna take your time up, but you make it difficult. Your friends they try, but they don't know what this is. Tell them one by one, some one by one. Twist my wrist. Cause like this, start with a track. Eyes on me, arching my back, just like this. Here for the night, doing biting. Just keep watching. Cause like this, move from the back. Eyes on me, hey like that, just like this. Here for the night, doing biting. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. It's alright if you can't keep up, give me all your love all night, all night. It's alright if you can't keep up, give me all your love all night, all night. Goes like this, start with a track. Eyes on me, arching my back, just like this. Here for the night, doing biting. Just keep watching. Goes like this, move from the back. Eyes on me, hey like that, just like this. Here for the night, doing biting. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. Just keep watching.
Nights like this, there's something mystical about nights like this. Any concept of time don't matter. Thoughts in my mind, fill my eyes with water. I try to talk to God, and I close my eyes, but I don't see anyone. I still pray for forgiveness every time I sin. So don't leave my faith in the hands of my enemies. Don't let me down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let me drown. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let me down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let me drown. cause I know fit hide my face. They call me Odogu cause I live up to my name. Abura, Abura, guy name. Tell me who you go call when you feel like you don't get nobody at all. I still play the blame game with the man in the mirror. Don't you leave me on my own now. Don't let me down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let me drown. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let me down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let me drown.
Now that I use Monday service, AI makes solving tickets my form of meditation.
Flying through the city with the speakers up loud, speeding by with the top down. You and I had tangled as these sheets. I'm alive, but I can barely breathe. With your arms around me, it feels like I'm drowning. If I reach for something I can't keep, how bad could it really be? So baby, let's get messy, let's get all the way undone. Cover, dressing just like I've never been touched. Baby, I'm obsessed with you and there's no replica. Baby, if it's messy, if it's messy, if it's messy, then you know it's really love. I want all of your complicated. Get me howling all of your words. When the party's over and I'm screaming I hate it, how bad could it really hurt? If tonight we just let it burn. So baby, let's get messy, let's get all the way undone. Cover, dressing just like I've never been touched. Baby, I'm obsessed with you and there's no replica. Baby, if it's messy, if it's messy, if it's messy, then you know it's really love. You're pulling back and I'm running for the door. You're saying those words and it just makes me want you more. A second chance with a heart on the floor. Guess it's love. So baby, let's get messy, let's get all the way undone. Cover, dressing just like I've never been touched. Baby, I'm obsessed with you and there's no replica. Baby, if it's messy, if it's messy, if it's messy, then you know it's really love. Then you know it's really love.
Slide out the garage. I got 100 cars, just for the underdogs. The teller just asked me how I want the cashy. I told him 100 large. I want them gold wraps, printed up double R. Big dog, big dog, big dog. Roof popping out saying I'm great. Who? Biscayne drive, I cut off my roof. You know how I'm coming this take two. Tell a nigga get out the way. 4x4 big phantom. They thought I was canceled. I piped up and flipped the channel. LST on the brim, they ain't think we win. I just top 10 my brother. Shit ain't safe when you fucking with the underdog. I might bite, but shit get rough. I'm tryna have paper, Robert Kraft, and put a Tom Brady on a staff. Pull up on Dre, talking chronic, he fuck with the wave. Straight out of cloud out the garage. I got 100 cars, just for the underdogs. The teller just asked me how I want the cashy. I told him 100 large. I want them gold wraps, printed up double R. Made the Ferrari slide on the 91. 105, press the gas in the slower zone. I like PJ so much I might buy me one. Suicide on the Phantom, I slide the dough. Remaining solid, ain't changing no code. Ain't got no time to be chasing no bitch. Ain't got no time to be playing it safe, no. Slide out the garage. I got 100 cars, just for the underdogs. The teller just asked me how I want the cashy. I told him 100 large. I want them gold wraps, printed up double R.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to round 3 of Wheel to Wheel racing in Miami. The first time we've ever raced Miami at Wheel to Wheel racing. So this should be interesting. Let me just check my microphone works. My microphone ended works perfectly. Alfie, yes, that song did end at a perfect time. As if it was planned. Yo, Harvey, what is good? How is your race going? Or quali? What are you doing right now? Seen you were live earlier. Let's tune in on Harv's stream. Harv is in qualifying. There's 8 minutes remaining. Well, 7 and a bit. Could be racing here at Wheel to Wheel. Just saying. Right. Oh, Imola. I love Imola. Right. So it looks sunny. Inari has joined. Inari looks like he is going to be joining us. Fingers crossed. He has tried a couple times. Let's get everything set up. We've got 15 today, maybe 16 if Inari joins. Roy will win. Roy has a quali ban, so I'd be impressed if Roy does win. But he will be starting from the back today. Which, actually, I'm just going to ping him and do one chat just so he has a reminder. Right, there we are. Up the Red Bull. Trust last to first. We will see. So, who have we got first? It looks like it is Elias. Beautiful lime green Sauber. Put it on pole last week in D2 Jeddah. Let's see what he can do in D1 this week.
Let me restart this.
Oh wow, I could hear an Ari then. I'm going to have to mute you, my friend. I don't see you, so what's left? So, Elias coming through the very tricky second sector.
Wait, how do I turn the off in the game?
Oh, Elias is definitely. Not Elias. Okay, let me. Oh, that's good, Roy. Unfortunately, I have a quali ban. Looking for a last to first tonight. As Elias starts the first lap of the evening. Short run down to the start line. Into turn 190-degree right-hander. Takes the curb nicely. Sets himself up for a little chicane. Flat out. Keeping the car tight to the right, minimising the track distance, ready for the left-hander. Downshift into 6th gear, down to 5th gear. I think guys gets disqualified for blocking the pit lane. We'll get his thoughts on that in a moment. Downshift to 3rd gear. Up into 4th, and now it's just a long straight. DRS. Elias utilising a lot of his battery. 25% remaining to a heavy braking zone. Into the chicane. Goes a little bit deep, but takes the exit. Also going a little bit deep. Now into the very tricky little sector. Takes that curb nicely, making sure not to lose a wheel. Positioning this car nice to get the best apex on the exit. Final straight heading into sector 3 to what will ultimately be the penultimate corner. Down into 2nd, now he's trying to join in back again, and it's just flat out to the line now, utilising both curbs, short run to the line, and he sets a 27.3. Behind is LM Boy, he sets a 27.9, and then we've got the Haas of Duke next with a 26.5, and then his teammate Bunions sets a 28.3. Next is going to be Kasbach. He's on none though, he's invalidated. Mafala about to start her lap.
Well, how do I get into a car?
Oh. Need to mute Inari as Kyle comes towards the back straight, but first it's going to be who asked, I think.
How do I get over the car? Hey.
Not going to be who asked. Running over Kyle. Crosses the line, goes P5 with 27.9. Next is going to be the two Ferrari boys, but Spirit's the one on the lap. Wide Raider starting a lap. He goes quickest with a 26.4. Very good lap time, 10th and a half quicker than Duke. Let me quickly mute the audio. How does one mute the audio on? Cool, hopefully that works. Who we got coming to the final corner? That's on a lap. We've also got Mafala just in front. She comes towards the final corner. How old is Unk? Old enough to not know what the fuck Unk means. Mafala crosses the line, she goes P7 quicker than Bunions. Next it's going to be Puasti, went P5 with a 27.3. Now it's going to be JW Curtis, our winner from last week in D2. He goes P6. Who we've got crossing the line next is that LM boy. Somebody on the way back into the pits, I think. It's going to be Charles, who's starting his lap. So he's going for another run. We'll have a look at Wide Raiders' time as he's getting a nice tow, or was getting a nice tow from his teammate. That's a 50k fine for swearing on live broadcast. Please, I know the owner. Vader dives into the pits, so not happy with his lap time. Who is on a lap at the moment? Running ball with Charles. He's on a lap, and he's currently down in his time by 3 tenths. Jamie, regular track limits, restart. Amazing. Bloody hell, Twiggy. Right, we'll carry on the quali. We'll carry on quali and then we'll change it for the race. Into the final corner comes Charles. And he dives into the pits, not improving. Kaspar is next. He's on a hot lap. He's going, oh, sorry, it was his teammate, it was Inari. So Inari has made it and he drifts into turn 1. Not a good start from him. Meanwhile, his teammate fighting his way through the end of sector 1 as we begin into sector 2. Kaspar showed good pace previously, but he's not in the best of looking races. Into sector 2, let's see how he handles this. See how tight he is to the wall, oversteering just a little bit. Using all the space on the outside, and he's drifting through this section. Now I'll run down towards the final corner. DRS open. I'm sure we'll see plenty of overtakes down here. Yeah, I understand that you can cut corners, but I'm not changing it for quality. I'm not doing another full quality, so we'll carry on with quality and then we'll change it for the race. If anybody gets caught cutting corners, then they'll just be disqualified from the whole race. Meanwhile, Kaspar goes P4 with a 26.7. His teammate in the meantime, Inari, is on none, so he wasn't happy with that lap. He's going for another. Ellen Boy is going to be next. He's improving by 0.2. He's gone deep into the final corner, and 0.2 he had, he might have just lost. Ellen Boy crosses the line, improves to P7, improves by 0.3. Bunions, oh, is that Duke starting his lap. Team radio from the Fowler, really loud music. Oh, we got a yellow flag. I think it's just somebody went slow. So we've got a Ferrari coming towards the final corner. That is Kyle Vaspier starting his lap. We've also got a Sauber of Twiggy. He's not improving, he's going for another run. Bunions is on an out lap. Huast is also on an out lap. As is Charles. So is Casper. We've got JW Curtis on an out lap. So the next person to cross the line is going to be Kyle. Yeah, we're just going to run through quali with it and then change it for the race. Because after finding that out halfway through short quali, I'm not going to go and then reset it and do the full quali again. If anybody gets caught purposely cutting corners, they'll be disqualified from the race or from the full race weekend. Kyle decides to come back into the pits with 7 minutes remaining. Duke's going to minutes across the line. Oversteering a little bit on the exit. Utilising the last bit of his battery. Crosses the line, improved by 1/10. Makes the gap between him and Spirit 0.5 now, but he stays P2. Fowler just starting her lap. As Elias is also quite close behind. We've got the Ferraris coming towards the final corner. Spirit is one of them. And he's improving by 0.4. Spirit crosses the line and improves with a 26.074. Great lap time from him. Wide Vader's going to be next. Oh, he started his lap, still yet to get a lap under his belt. Huast is next, he's improving by a lot. By 3.5, stays P6. Ferrari does have a W lineup. Very good lineup from Ferrari. Inari's on an out lap. Charles doesn't know, but he has it validated. So that lap will not count. JW Curtis on none. Not happy with his lap. Wide Vader giving a very nice slipstream. He overtakes his teammate. Lovely teamwork there. Long straight out before we come towards the final corner. Wide Vader just needs to make sure he doesn't over-judge it. Tipped it nicely, might have gone a little bit too deep if anything. But he's finally going to get a time on the board, and it's going to be a 1:26.2, so it's a Ferrari 1-2. First time we've heard that in a long while. Inari retires from the session as Bunions is round. And Huast drives by. So Bunyan's making an error there in the final corner. I know, Ferrari 1-2. It's been a while since we heard that. Good to know that for D2 Sugar Red Bull, have a Scottish guy making his comeback this weekend yet. He is taking my seat for this weekend. As Kyle begins his lap. Just less than 4.5 minutes remaining of the session. The McLaren driver currently sits in P10. It's very close between him and Mafala. 1,000 separate them. He needs to improve by 2 tenths to try and gain any positions at the minute. As he comes towards the long straight, he's improving ever so slightly, but it won't be enough at the minute to gain him position. As he enters into the heavy braking zone. Hits his braking point nicely. Takes that corner very nice. Minimising the track distance there. Oh, and he's lost it. He was close. He's still got a time, but he's going to lose a lot of time there. DRS now towards the final straight. And Kyle dives into the pits. 3 minutes remaining in the session, so he should have enough time to get towards the pits and get out for another. As Kaspar is now going to begin his lap. And who else have we got beginning their lap? It's going to be LM Boy down in his lap. We've got Twiggy in a lap at the minute. He's going to be the first man to cross the line. And this will be what I imagine is his final lap of the session. King guys restart, yeah or no? Yeah, we need to, after quali we need to retire to change the settings. Twiggy's not put the corner cutting thing on strict. Twiggy missing the apex there, and we got he's improving by a lot though, by half a second, but it's not going to be enough to gain him a position. He needs to gain approximately 2 seconds. Oh, that's still screwing me over. Well, yeah. I mean, if it helps, technically you will move up 1 position because Roy has a quali ban, so he will start from the back of the grid. Twiggy crosses the line, improved by 2 seconds, but still need another 10th. Who we got next? Is it LM Boy? No, it's going to be Kaspar. He's into the pits, so not improving by enough, and that is going to be his qualifying over. LM Boy's next. We see who asked round and into the wall. I'm not sure who that was. I think it was Twiggy may have impeded him there. We'll have to watch that back. We've got people coming towards the line. Duke's approaching for his out lap. Charles preparing for his lap. Meanwhile, Elias, like Vader, retired from the session, so he's got not enough time. So P2 is the best he's got for today. Elias, final few corners, he's sitting P6 at the moment, which is a very good lap time. Crosses the line and improves by a 10th, but still keeps him P6. Good effort from him. Kyle's next, but he's on an out lap. Bunions is invalidated. He's got 20 seconds to get to the line. We've got Mathala coming down towards the final corner. Mathala using the last bit of a battery. Crosses the line. Improved by 6 tenths, puts her to P8. Good lap time from her. Who's next? Will be JW Curtis. Williams did make the line. After JW Curtis, who is it going to be? I think it's going to be LM Boy, but he pulls out the way. Ready for the Ferrari of Carl Vasbier. Curtis crosses the line, improves to P8, improved by 7 tenths. Spirit is next to cross the line, he improves by just under 2 tenths on the 25.8. What a lap time that is. Duke's next to cross the line, he's improving, but is it going to be by enough? No, improved by just less than 2 tenths, stays P3. Charles is next to cross the line, he's not improving and goes very deep into turn 1. That's going to be no good for him. Elias isn't on a lap. He dives into the pits. Kyle's going to be next. He's improving by 0.2. You're going to need a bit more than that to gain a position. We'll see if Bunyan's improving as he crosses the sector line. Doesn't tell us. Kyle's going to cross the line next. And he improved by 0.3. P11 for him. Bunyan's improved by 0.4. I don't think that's going to be enough to gain him a position. He crosses the line, stays P12. And that is our order. So, what I will do is tell Twiggy.
Yeah.
We need to retire.
Yeah, I've just been told.
Yep.
I've got who asked fucking I'm gonna go at me at the minute.
Yeah, I seen you validated.
I generally did not see him coming up behind me.
That's anyway, I've got the order. I'll send it.
Right, okay.
So yeah, if we can just retire, I'll put it in staff chat.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll get a lobby restart. Meantime, I will send the order over to Twiggy. Dun. Also, Twiggy, did we not have a formation lock on?
Seems so. Why didn't you check the settings?
I was too busy getting the stream ready.
There is like restart. I have tagged everybody in it saying restart.
Yeah. Go get the memo.
Then you get Bellends like Gaz still fucking going. What the fuck are you doing?
Just having a bit of fun.
This is only time he's gone from,
Mate,
last
I'm
to P2.
Oh no, I'm second.
You can't even overtake a DNF car.
I'll leave you with that one. Okay, so waiting 2 more. Who asked us exactly what he did in quali? What is that on his tyres? That's like a visual glitch. There's some like green stuff around his tyres. Jamie, who is Brody? I'm being asked. Yeah, we're restarting. Do these retirements cost towards the damage cost? No. But I learned from Silverstone qualifying today. Martin Brundle said that a front wing cost £250,000. So, yeah, Ollie Behrman's in a bit of trouble. Alright, we'll go back to the beginning. Hopefully nobody's left. And then we can get this race underway. Red Bull paid a lot for damage last week, yeah. Why did Charles leave? 25 seconds. 8 lobby restarts because they last so long. Uh, right, so I think it's just Charles I need to invite. Oh, is it here? Oh, where is Caspar gone? Right, let me speak to Twiggy to get this sorted again.
Yeah.
Right, so
Wide
double
Vader.
check the settings.
I've double. Hang on, we're
Duke.
missing people as well.
Okay.
Oh shit. Yeah, we're missing 2.
Ready for the next one?
Caspar and Wide Vader.
Right, who's Brody?
I don't know. I think they were saying it was Elias, but he comes up as Elias for me.
Yeah, it comes
Yeah,
up
but
as Elias
he's in
for me.
Cyber, but this Brody's in a Merc.
In a Merc?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the other guy Casper was with. Ainari.
Is it an Ari?
Yeah.
Maybe. Right, I'm checking.
That's what I meant when I typed in the chat. Are you ready for the next one, Twiggy?
Yeah.
You got Spirit, Wide Vader, Duke.
Hang on, because Wide Vader's just joined. Spirit, Wide Vader,
Duke. Bagriel, Gorgoletto.
Yeah.
Casper K.
He's not here.
He's not here.
That's alright, you just put him in at the end. Elias.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah.
Who asked?
Yeah.
The main man, JW Curtis.
He's not here. Oh, wait, sorry, yeah,
He is here.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
And it's Mafala.
Yeah.
Ellen Boy.
Yeah.
Kyle Dexify.
Yeah.
Bunions.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Then it should be right.
No. Ainari.
He's not here.
Okay, then me and then Roy, then yeah.
So.
Who's sneezing?
Some changes.
Oh. Jamie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Twiggy sneezing.
I'm not sneezing.
Well, who's sneezing then?
Someone's just sneezed 3 times on thingy.
I heard it. Who
Yeah,
was
I
it?
did.
What the
It wasn't
fuck?
me. Have we got somebody else in here?
No, it was literally just us 3. Was it not somebody on the game?
Alright, could be somebody on the game, but I've got everybody muted.
Right, Caspar is struggling with FPS, so I don't think he'll be rejoining. Twiggy, do we know what the weather was for the race? Because you can just replicate that.
Dry.
I think it was dry. Don't we just set it as that?
Yeah. Because if it comes up and it's raining, can't be asked.
So, very wet.
Can't be asked restarting, can you? Psh.
Should we check the settings?
You didn't
I'll
message
do
me
it
on the stream until after.
I text you, and somebody else messaged you on the stream.
I only realised when I cut corner it didn't say anything.
standard off. Oh. Clear dry. Immersive. Reduced.
Yeah, sounds right. Right, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got some thingy formation lap on, yeah. Ready up.
So straight.
Anyway,
Oh,
what did you do?
reduced.
You
Reduced.
park in the pit lane.
No. I was on the exit, you know, when the white line comes to like the end.
So the pit lane, yeah.
Yeah, I was in the. No, it was the exit of the pit lane, yeah.
The pit lane, yeah.
When the white line ends, I was sat there because there was 2 people coming around turn 1 on fast laps.
So you were sat in the pit
I wouldn't call that the fucking pit lane, mate.
lane. Anyway, you've gained a position for this lobby restart.
Oh, woo, woo!
So best luck.
You know
Don't
what? You
forget
know what I
yourselves.
smell? You know what I smell?
I'm putting you on death,
Another
so I'm
driver of the.
Right. Oh shit, my control. And controller has become disconnected. Right, let's get my control plug back in. There we go. Alright, so hopefully everyone remembers now to put the setups on. Get the chat back up. What we say in chat. Margan destroyed 1 wing. I destroyed 2 wings and 1 suspension. But you destroyed a bit more than suspension. Check something. Right. Okay. Alright, formation lap is on. A little bit of time before they get going. And hopefully we're getting underway soon. Yeah, a couple of people move positions as Inari and Kaspar are no longer here.
Yeah, we're going to fuel.
Have we readied up?
I haven't read it
No, I
up.
was just about to put it.
Just ready.
Can you tag? I can't tag the
I'll just
tag
Do
the
you
one.
want me to do it?
That's
I'm already in the chat thing.
Sorry. That's a bit.
There we go.
Right. Right, here we go. So we have 14 cars on the grid. Alan Moyer's already disqualified himself. So he will be starting a little bit further back than everybody else and on colder tyres. So feel free to check your predictions, chat, who you think is going to take the win. I think Spirit looked very quick, if I'm honest. Have a look at the tyres. Everyone on mediums, apart from King Gaz, who is on hard tyres. So full track lap one, interval. Okay, right. We're ready to get this race underway. 2 Ferraris getting some heat in the tyres. Be curious to see how much of a fight Wide Vader puts up at the beginning. Obviously, he's got his teammate out in front. Elias also retired, as did Huas, so they'll be all cold tyres and starting further back on the grid. There are some strategies which I'll be surprised if we see. A medium, hard, hard. And what was that one? A soft, medium, hard, hard? That would be interesting. As Carl Vaspier coming towards the final pit straight. Ready to get this race underway. We've got 14 drivers. Roy starting from the back of the grid, our championship leader. He does have King Gaz behind him for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there. As you see them all weave in, there's your pit strategies again. So yeah, that soft, medium, medium, hard. That'd be interesting. Don't think we'll see that today, but you never know. As Cal is now gonna get us back on the grid as he lines up to his grid spot. As he lines up that Ferrari and the Haas of Duke lining up his. Nicely done. Mafala there, just on the pit line, very nice. And Roy being the final car to round us up. Here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Miami. And away we go. Spirit looks like he gets a decent start, a little bit of wheel spin, but Duke gets off to a good start. Wide Vader already applying pressure, making sure he needs to defend. Oh no, who's that on the inside? It's a Sauber, Twiggy. I think he's causing carnage there. Proper missed his braking point. As we come round, who's that? We've got JW Curtis around the outside of Roy. Roy already up into P11. But Roy looks like he was a bit of trouble there. Sorry, that's the other Red Bull of Mafala. JW Curtis getting 10 seconds there for gaining a position. Corner cutting off track. You see a fight going on behind between Mafala and Huas, side by side. Still banging wheels. Mafala on the left, Huas on the right. Mafala's going to have the better top speed, and she gets that move done, and a little bump from Huas just goes very deep there. So Mafala up into P7, JW Curtis going up the inside. Roy deciding to back out of that one sensibly. Race is not won on lap 1. Roy up into P10. We'll move further up the grid as Duke applying pressure on Wide Vader. Will he look to make a move? He cuts to the inside. Is he alongside? He is now. Under braking side by side. Duke's going to have the inside line. Vader's going to have to go a long way, but he'll get the better exit. And he stays out in front. He comes across to cover Duke. Duke looking to fight back. He's going to look to take the inside line into turn 1. Vader pushing him wide. Duke's going to go down the inside. And he gets that move, but Vader getting a much better exit once again. And Vader, good defense, keeps that P2. So Twiggy retires from the session, causing a little bit of carnage there. Fowler in P7. Huast is into the pits. I think he was up. Put a new front wing on there. So it's still a Ferrari 1-2 as we start lap 2. Jesus Christ, boy. He's up into P5 as Roy passes Bunions now. He's up into P8. Roy now has Mafala in his sights next. Will Mafala put much of a fight up? Maybe not. There we go. She pulls out very nicely and comes back across to cover Bunions. Very good teamwork there from the Red Bull guys. Oh, we heard a bit of a bang then. Who was that? Tell you what, let's see what damage. I can see any damage as Roy now making a move on Kyle. He's up into P6. So from last to P6 on the grid, Roy showing incredible pace. As Bunions, so we're going 3 wide. JW Curtis thought about it, sensibly backed out. Mafala and Bunions side by side. And here they come. Bunions has got the outside now. Mafala's got the better run. She'll have the inside. It's heading into turn 1. And she gets the move done. JW Curtis out of nowhere. Is he going to go at the inside of Mafala? No. Sensibly. And side by side with Bunions now. As they come through turn 2 and turn 3. Still side by side. And JW Curtis gets the move done. And they form back in unison. So a lot of side by side driving at the minute. It's good to see. As Bunions fighting back with JW Curtis side by side once again as we come down the long straight. JW Curtis looks like he's going to keep on top of this one. But King Gazzy's come fighting back. He's now side by side with Bunions. Bunions gone from P9 to P11 in just one straight. King Gaz around the outside. That'll turn to the inside. Bunions may have to give this one up, but he's trying to still fight it out. He's going to have the inside for the next corner. Still side by side. Oh, and King Gaz has cut the corner and he gets a 3-second straight away. I don't think he had much room there to try and get back on track, so we may see that removed after this race. Sitting P10, and Roy has now made a move on Ellen Boy into the final corner. Up into P5, he's 1.1 seconds away from Charles now, as King Gaz and Elias fighting away. Yeah, that was a little stupid. Too wide through there. Almost impossible, I think. King Gaz still in front of Bunions. Bunions still trying to fight back. So top 4 all within DRS. Roy just outside at the moment, but I don't think it'll take him long to get back in. Ellen Boy keeping with the pack very well, showing good pace. So Charles going a little bit wide there. Wide Vader sticking with Spirit very nicely, very close back. So top 5 all within DRS now. Ellen Boy just fell out of that little bit. Mafala applying pressure on Kyle, who's up into P8. Sorry, P7, Kyle. Will we see a move? Morgan's gaining. She thought about it. Decided just to hold off. Kyle goes deep. Kyle looks like he's lagging just a little bit as we come through the tricky sector 2. We've not seen any prisoners yet, just seen King Gaz quitting the corner. Now we enter the long DRS. Kyle trying to pull out of the slipstream. The Red Bull and Mafala following. She's gaining. She's gaining. Is she gaining enough? Kyle covers the inside. Mafala's have to go around the outside, the side by side. It's a good defense from Kyle, but he goes deep. Oh, and they've touched. Looked like damage there, but I think they've both got away with it. Mafala up into P7. Kyle, will he fight back into turn 1? Looks to go up the inside. It's a half-hearted move. Mafala stays P7. JW Curtis there just lurching in the background, ready to pick up any pieces. It's a good fight here. Let's move further up the grid. In the meantime, Roy has passed Charles. So Roy's now up into P4. What pace Roy is showing. As JW Curtis now passes Kyle. Kyle's down to P9. Mafala managing to stay in front even without DRS. 2.4 seconds away from LM Boy now, who's just in his own little race at the moment. 3.5 seconds away from Charles, but 2 seconds away from Mafala. As we hear a little bit of a bang, somebody tapping the wall. That's the back of this pack all grouped up together. We've got 2 individual races now. We've got from P1 to P5, from P7 down to P12. JW Curtis making a move on Mafala into the final corner. So who's that? Oh, it's Kyle and King Gaz. Kyle trying to stick it around. He's got the inside line now, and he moves up into P9. King Gaz, will he fight back into turn 1? No, he stays behind. King Gaz on the hard tyres, so his race will start to come into play very soon. He'll have a lot more grip than the others. We'll move back towards the front of the pack. As Spirit still keeping P1. Wide Vader is still yet to make a move. As we come towards the first DRS straight, the second DRS straight. And does Duke have what it takes to defend against Roy? Charles catching back in the meantime. He was on the verge of not getting DRS. JW Curtis really caught to the back of LM Boy. Let's check our penalties out. So JW Curtis and Elias both getting 10 seconds. Might as well leave that on. So Mafala sticking with the rear wing. Oh, and that's Kyle getting 3 seconds. Saw that in the background there. Put in that little chicane. Is Duke going to go for a move? Wide Vader defends the inside line very nicely. Vader stays into P2. He's not going to make it easier for the Haas driver. He's still applying pressure, but he's not close enough. He's going to have to stay P3. Roy's in the pits. Roy and Charles both in the pits. So Roy going for the undercut. I think it's just them 2 in the pits. Let's cut between this fight between King Gaz and Kyle. King Gaz has got the inside line. And he's still yet to get the move done. They're still side by side. Kyle looking to fight back towards the left-hander. And Gaz gets the move done. He's up into P7. So the hard tyres starting to come into play for him now. So Charles must have had a bad pit exit because he's 1.3 seconds away now. He's not within DRS of Roy. JW Curtis making a move on LM Boy. He's side by side and he gets that move done. JW Curtis up into P4. Fowler now applying pressure. LM Boy really struggling as Kyle and Bunions. Kyle going wide there. And he's got to be careful. Elias is coming. So let's see if any of the top 3 pit. I don't think, well, both Ferraris definitely won't. They need to split their strategy just a little. So Spirit comes into the pits, which means Vader stays out, and Duke is also into the pits. Spirit gets 10 seconds for speeding into the pit lane. Oh, that's so unfortunate. We'll keep an eye on Roy, who's the first of the pack who's already pitted. We're seeing a lot of people into the pits now. We're right on board with Roy. As he comes down the pit straight, the Ferrari of Cal being rolled out. He's going to roll out in the exit of turn 1. And Cal's going to come out in front. Roy's all over the back of him. Does Roy have the pace? He's got the warmer tyres. He's going to have to go around the outside. And he gets the move done. Roy up into P6, which is a provisional P1 at the moment. So King Gaz also staying out. A lot more people pitted in the meantime. So Mafala pitting 1.3 seconds away from LM Boy, so she didn't have the best stop. LM Boy gets 3 seconds for track limits. Bunyan's just within that DRS of King Gaz. So I think pitting late could cost Vader here. And he's going to be really struggling on tyre wear. JW Curtis also staying out. King Gaz on the hard tyres, so it makes sense him staying out. Bunions and Elias. Huas has now finally seen a car. He's on the back of Dexify, who's struggling on their medium tyres. Huas on the hard. As we come through the chicane, as Roy passes Elias. Crucially gets that move done. Cal also looking to do the same. Elias going deep. I think he was preempting a move from Cal there, and it's kind of cost him. So Vader's into the pits. Let's see where this brings him out. So Roy is going to take the provisional lead of this race. Spirit P2, Duke P3. Charles has gained a position, and Vader's gone from P2 to, how far is he away? He's close to being on the verge of getting that DRS. He's just over a second at the minute. Ellen Boy still yet to pit, but Mafala's pitted and already caught back up to him. So it shows the importance. Oh, so Ellen Boy has pitted. Sorry, he's onto another set of mediums. So Roy passes Bunions, who also gets passed by Spirit, and doesn't get passed by his teammate Duke yet. But now he moves out of the way into Sector 2, so his teammate can stick within the DRS. Very sensible. I don't think he'll put up as much an easy fight against Charles, who's currently just a second out. Vader back into that DRS though, which is important for him. So the pit stops really mess with the back of the grid. They were all close together, and now they've all kind of separated. Back towards the front pack. Roy overtakes King Gaz into the final corner on those much fresher tyres. Will Cal Vassier look to make a move now? He could do with getting this move done quickly. Roy setting the fastest lap of the race. Cal's going to have to go up the inside into turn 1, and King Gaz doesn't put up much of a fight, but King Gaz gets the better exit, but compromising them a little bit. Duke's going to be next. Duke going around the outside. Oh, he taps the wall. Did he get damage? No. Duke got away with one there in the dirty air. And look how much this is costing Duke not being able to pass. Duke goes up the inside, but he's going to be out of DRS now. So Roy passes JW Curtis. Spirit's going to have to do it next. Duke 1.6 seconds adrift now from the Ferrari, and King Gaz is fighting back. King Gaz around the outside. I'm sure Charles behind will be loving watching this, as this gives Charles an opportunity to make a move. Spirit gets that move done on JW Curtis, but that puts him 1.7 seconds away from Roy. Roy could be on to win this race from last to first, as we've got a ghost JW Curtis. For some reason he's literally being driven through. I think he will unghost now, as King Gaz makes his way up to P3. He wiggles him, sending he's not going to fight. That promotes Duke, but he's still fighting against JW Curtis. King Gaz goes so deep, and he's into the wall. He's into the wall. He's got a large bit of his front wing missing. He's going to have to pit. He's going to really struggle. Or it might just be an end plate. King Gaz into the pits. Needs to be careful he don't get 10 seconds. And that's exactly what he does. Oh, this race from King Gaz is going from bad to worse. Bolts on a new set of mediums, and it doesn't even replace his front wing. Oh no. So he's not put it to yes. JW Curtis also in for a new front wing. That's ruined his race slightly, but that'll promote Elias. He'll now be up into P12. We've got a yellow flag. Who was that? That's Huas facing the wrong way. In Sector 1, I'm not sure what he's done there. Carnage at the Miami Grand Prix. In the meanwhile time, Roy is 2.4 seconds adrift. He's gone from 14th on the grid to P1 and leading by over 2 seconds. Wide Vader pitting late, looks like it's really cost him at the moment. He's stuck behind Charles. Duke also trying to fight to get back within 1 second of Spirit. We're not even halfway through this Miami Grand Prix yet. Elias passes Huas, as Huas going very deep. That wing damage really Really struggling with his aerodynamics of the car. And JW Curtis will be gaining. Right on board with Charles. He's not managed to make a move on Duke yet. Mafala, just a little race of her own at the minute. 7.8 seconds, but she's got LM Boy behind for company. So it's the Red Bull versus the sugar-free Red Bull. LM Boy within DRS range, but he does have that 3 seconds. JW Curtis now making that move on Huast, who retires from the session after front wing damage twice in this race. Wide Vader finally makes a move on Charles. He's gone around the outside, and oh, who was that? It was the Haas of Duke. It was a double move. It was a rough one at that, but it was a move. Wide Vader could be compromised here though now as we head towards down this back straight. See the Haas of Duke gaining, but is he going to be gaining off towards the final corner? Duke goes for a move. He's come to the inside. He's got the inside line. Duke on the mediums, Vader on the hards. That's something else I didn't realise. Duke is on the medium tyre. Duke looks like he's going to stick this one out in front. He wiggles a little bit. Vader's got the inside line. And Vader side by side into turn 1. Still side by side. Just enough track left. And Charles is looking to fight back onto this. Charles looking to come to the inside. Brakes, thinks about it. That was always a gap that was going to close. Very close fight here for what could be the final podium spot. Three well-renowned drivers of this league battling away. We've got Duke, our D1 and D2 champion. Vader, our D2 champion, who's now just made an overtake. And we've got Charles, who was our D1 champion in Season 5. All battling it out for what could be P3 on the podium. Mafala's managed to do well against LM Boy. He's 2.3 seconds adrift now. So either LM Boy's made a mistake or Mafala has really put in some lap times. Bunyan's managed to get himself into P6 at the moment. Let's have a look at the tyres. So, as Duke makes a move into the final corner. So Duke's on the mediums. So he's going to have to pit again. Bunyan's is still yet to pit. Sorry, he has pitted. But he's on 12 lap on mediums. LM Boy also went to a new set of mediums. So he'll have to pit. Bunyan's is in the pits now. He takes a lovely comb with him. So let's cut through the order as Bunyan's comes out. Let's see where he comes out. It's going to be in front of JW Curtis and Elias, who JW Curtis at the moment, and he's missing a bit of his front wing. He's into the pits. So JW Curtis in the pits for the second time now. Is Roy 3.5 seconds out in front? This battle's still going away. Duke currently in P3. Kyle's now caught up to LM Boy. He's within DRS range. As LM Boy going deep there, Kyle will gain a bit of time. As he went through the tricky second section, difficult to follow. And even more difficult to keep between them track limits. Kyle's helmet on display there. Turquoise and pink, or cyan. Pink and cyan. We'll cut back to this fight between Duke, Vader and Charles. I wonder when we'll see Duke in for the hard tyres. So he's done a medium at the moment. A a lot of people saying a one-stop wasn't possible on this race. And I wonder how many people were expecting a safety car. Still yet to have one. And we've got 9 laps remaining. No, we're not. We've got 13 laps remaining. Math ain't mathing. Kyle gets another 3 seconds as Vader moves up into P3. He passes Duke. Duke pushing him along. And head down the pit straight. Roy leading this race. Spirit in P2, 4.2 seconds adrift, but he does have a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So they could be more up for grabs for these 3, especially as we come towards the end of this race. Duke definitely has to pit again out of this 3. So he's on the better tyre at the minute, but he's not showing the tyre advantage as it stands. He side by side with Charles. Duke is at the inside line. Charles has the better exit, and Charles now up into P4. Duke struggling on their mediums now. How long's he had them on? 8 laps now. As Ellenberg gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. As he comes in to put the hard tyres on now. So they will take him to the end of this race. So only King has within DRS of Kyle. As Ellenberg gets 3 seconds for corner cutting. Duke and Charles battling it out. Duke moves up into P4. It's not the best place to follow someone through this sector. We'll get position change off. There we go. So Duke not within DRS range of Wide Vader now, so Wide Vader needs to use this to his advantage, and Duke is clearly struggling now on their medium tyres. He's got to be in soon, but then hard to make them last. And here he is in the pits. Careful not to get 10 seconds. So a 2-stop strategy for Duke. We'll see how well this plays out. What's on that set of hard tyres, and he's going to come out around Kyle. We'll have a look. Is he going to come out in front of King Gaz? Yes, he does. Where is Duke? There we are. The way it feeds you out after turn 1 is a lot more beneficial, so Duke stays in P6. And he's out in fresh air, 2 seconds away from Mafala. Ella Boyce into the pits again. For a new front wing and a set of soft tyres, this race is not going good for Ellen Boy. He showed promising pace out in quali and at the start of the race, but into the thick of it, he's really struggling now. I wonder if he's got a TT setup on. So Wide Vader now 5 seconds away from Spirit. Charles 2 seconds away from Vader. That's Duke now all over the back of Mafala. Can't imagine Mafala will put much defence up here. She moves to the inside. We've still got a long way to go. Duke passes and is up into P5. He's now 14 seconds away from Charles. Question is, what will the front runners do? Goes to see if they can make it to the end of the race on hards as Mafala's into the pits. For weird. She's got a new set of hards on. So she's going to come out in P9. She'll be back on the hunt. 9 seconds adrift from Kyle. That's Bunyan's now all over the back of King Gaz. Like these two had earlier. Bunyan's going to get the DRS. King Gaz pulls to the outside. Bunyan's going to be alongside enough to make a move. He's not going to be. King Gaz goes deep. And the tapping tyres. Bunyan's looking like he has a little bit more grip than Gaz at the moment. He's going to get a second dose of DRS down the back straight now. King Gaz gives him the wiggle, so he's not going to fight this one. Bunyan's pulls back into the slipstream. King Gaz giving the wiggle, but he doesn't look like he's oh, there we go, he pulls in behind. Not a fight he wants to give. And we've got action in the pit lane. We've got Charles, Vader, all in the pits. So that promotes Duke up into P3, and wow, look at that gap. So Duke pitted 2 laps earlier, and he's now 4.5 seconds ahead. So the undercut very strong here. Kyle now into the pits, that promotes Mafalo up into P8. So the undercut very strong here. Elias also passing Kyle. 10 laps remaining of this race, and the field is quite spread out now. Let's have a look at the tyres. So, Roy and Spirit only done the 1 stop at the minute. Everyone else, bar Elias, I think, maybe, I'm not sure, on a 2 stop. King Gaz is going to have to stop again. He's not going to be able to go another 10 laps on the medium tyres after getting that wing damage. So Spirit's in the pits, as is Roy. What are they on? Mediums? What's going on here? Medium's just going to glitch. What is going on? Oh, Spirit was serving his 10 seconds. So Spirit sets the fastest lap with a 12.963 seconds. Wow. And for some reason it's shown in P1. I'm sure that'll fix itself in the time being. I swear we just was on 19 laps like a second ago, now it's on 21 laps. Okay, the leaderboard isn't doing its job at the minute. In the meantime, Kyle makes a move on Elias into turn 1, and we've got King Gaz in the pits, serving his 10 seconds, and a new set of medium tyres. That's going to promote JW Curtis up into P10. So it does say Spirit P1, but I assure you Roy is P1. I'm pretty sure. Yes. And Wide Vader. Okay, so Spirit is P. Who's he around here? So Spirit is P5 at the minute. Wow, this is confusing. Okay, so it's done some weird thing with the interval of Roy. So Duke is now P2 as Wide Vader sets the fastest lap, so showing how strong the undercut is. Spirit and Roy going a little bit further has brought Duke and Vader back into a fight with Spirit, and he also had his 10 seconds. Still yet to be a safety car here in Miami, which was unexpected to be honest. And Elias gets 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. See what tyres he's going on. I imagine that'll be the mediums. There He's in for the medium tyres and he is on his way out. And he comes out in front of Ellen Boy. Well, this pack is so spread out. Tell you what, in the meantime, is there much concern to do on chat? Who asked, said sorry to Elias, said he couldn't react in time. So, who asked the fault of something there? Not sure what it was. But apart from that, nothing else to report. So Royce 6.7 seconds out in front now and gaining. Looks like he's lost the first challenge. Looks quite easy, to be fair, on paper. No safety cars to help him. And he's gone from last to first and 7.3 seconds out in front. As he sets the fastest lap of the race as well. The only thing he's missed is that P1 in quali. As JW Curtis passes King Gaz. Sorry, other way around. King Gaz is a little bit ghost. Round at both of the pair as we come through sector 2. And it's just turning them blind. It's a slight uphill. King Gaz getting a much better exit there on those fresher medium tyres. Yeah, it's sorry, I think it's a bit of a glitch. So will JW Curtis look to make a move in turn 1? I think he's going to be a little bit too far behind. He's going to get the DRS. Gained him, but not close enough to make a move. Look at the tyre difference. So we've got King Gaz on 3 lap old mediums, JW Curtis on 9 lap old hards. 5 laps remaining. King Gaz will have a better tyre offset there. So everyone at the moment has done a 2-stop or more, apart from Bunyans, who has another 5 more laps to go on the medium tyres. Currently sitting P6. And Fowler's losing a little bit of time to him there. It was 8 point something seconds, now 9.3. Field still very widely spread out. Spirit in P5. Not sure what is happening with the timing. I feel like Sky Sports. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Who is that? Is that Ellen Boy? Ellen Boy really struggling, missing both front wing end plates there. He needs to get himself together, make sure he doesn't cause a safety car. He's got a puncher. Ellen Boy has a puncher. What lap old are them tyres? He's on 6 lap old softs. You can see he's got a rear right puncher. He's ghosted. Oh, and he's round again. He needs to make sure he keeps that car in one piece. He's really struggling to try and turn that V-carb. He needs to crawl back to the pits. Ellen Boy really struggling. We got yellow flag after yellow flag, and he's half round again. He's got one more straight and one more corner to go. He's done well not to cause a safety car, and he's getting out of the way. He can nurse that car back to the pit lane and not put a new set of softs on. Otherwise, he might be in the same boat. As he braking nice and early, but I don't think it's still enough. He's gone straight on. He needs to reverse. Needs to put a bit more power in to spin the car around. Alan Boy bringing some entertainment to the track today. Albeit not with overtakes, but with a puncture. Oh! He crawls back into the pits, and he has made it. Well done. Let's see what he boxes for. Let's go in on half. If you are just joining, Roy is actually in P1. We've got an issue with the interval for the minute. Roy is literally in P1 with 10-11 seconds in front now. And constantly gaining. So yeah. Spirit is currently sitting P5. As LM Boy comes out of the pits with a new set of softs, so he should be okay with them through that remaining because he has been lapped. Closest action we got on the grid is between Charles and Vader now. He's caught back within DRS. Let's have a look at the tyre offset. So both on 7-lap old hard tyres. Bunyan's the only one to make a one-stop work up to now. Currently sitting P6. Most of the track is 2-stop on controller. Every track from 5 are a 1-stop on wheel. I'm presuming this is one of them because everyone's done a 2-stop apart from Bunyan's. As Charles, getting a bit squirmish on the exit there. Making sure he's still within that DRS range. And he is fighting for the final podium spot here. He's got DRS. Gaining, but it's not going to be by enough. And Roy in the meantime has started lap 27. So 3 more laps to go. Charles oversteering a little bit into the entry of turn 1. We've got a yellow flag. That's Kyle. Kyle's ghosted. Kyle's missing a bit of his front wing, and that's going to open him up to King Gaz. So Kyle at the moment in sector 2, and it's going to be too late for a safety car now, so we're going to go the full Miami Grand Prix without a safety car. King Gaz looking to make a move into the final corner. Kyle blocking the outside off. It's good defence from Kyle. Will Kyle box, or is he going to stick it out for the last few laps? He's going to stick it out. Gaz is going to have DRS towards turn 1. Does he have DRS? Yes, he does. So you can see Kyle oversteering, Gaz also going deep. 2 laps remaining, battling for P8. Kyle will have 6 seconds. So I think Ken Gaz knows he doesn't have to do much to try and get this move done. Fowler not being able to catch Bunyan's even on a 1-stop. Kyle drifting wide there, he's not got the downforce. Oh, Kyle's hit the wall. He's really struggling. So King Gaz now up into P8. Kyle missing that front wing end plate. Cut back to Vader and Charles. Charles has managed to make that move on Vader. Missed that at some point. So Y Vader now into P4. He's still within DRS of Charles as Roy started the final lap of this race. So when will Vader look to try and plant a move? He needs a good exit here, but it looks like Charles has got a better one. Vader's going to have the DRS, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's going to look to have to make a move into the final DRS zone, into the final corner. If he's got anything left to give. I'm sure they'll both be deploying battery. And Roy's coming around the final corner, and he is going to win the Miami Grand Prix. Or is he? No, he's not. Something with the laps. I think we've got more laps. So it's saying Spirit has finished his race. I'm sure Spirit definitely has not finished his race. Who else have we got? Oh, Summit is clearly bugged here. We need to see where Spirit is. Oh, I'm so confused with what's going on here. In the meantime, Vader passes Charles. I have no idea what's going on. Half the grid is finished and half the grid isn't. I have no idea what's going on to the end of this race. It's like some have done more laps than others. Roy's going to come across the line though and win the Miami Grand Prix. Duke is going to come home and finish P2, I'm pretty sure. Charles is going to come home in P3. Vader's going to be P4, I think. Well, that was an underwhelming end to the Miami Grand Prix there. The race winner was not Spirit. Fastest lap was Roy. Driver of the day, Roy. Most overtakes, King Gaz. And the cleanest driver was Wide Vader. So I'm pretty sure Spirit didn't win by 67 seconds. But there is your order. I'm pretty sure it was Roy P1, Duke P2, Charles P3, Vader P4, and Spirit P5. Then Bunyan's P6, and the rest of the grid looks to be correct. But yeah, what an interesting Miami race. But no, big well done to Roy. Last the first and by quite a margin as well. But no, thank you to everybody that joined. And if you can, please join us for the D2 race tomorrow. But if not, we have Texas next week in our first sprint race of the season. So thank you to everybody that joined, and we will see you next week. Ciao.